Welcome to the farm.
Welcome to the farm. I'm Justin, and today we're going to try to install this latch on this door. I've never installed a latch like this before, so it's going to be a bit of a learning process. Let's see if we can't figure it out. So the first thing you're supposed to do according to the directions is set this latch part, and this is made for a gate, so it's not quite perfect for the application I'm doing it on, and to get it to work properly, this would have to be set way back here, which would put my handle here, and I don't think that's going to look good. So I think what I'm going to try to do is get this set up so that the edge of my handle is right on the edge of that vertical. I got to drill 2 half-inch holes, basically touching each other, for that latch to go through. So now I got the latch fastened in place. I got 2 screws in. I have a problem though. These 2 holes have nothing behind it. So I'm going to actually drill 2 other holes right here just to screw this in. So now we should be able to install the handle part here. And I just got to slide that through, making sure I'm underneath that. And we should be good right there. So here's the next issue we need to tackle. This latch sticks out too far and will interfere with the door frame. So we're going to have to go ahead and cut that down. Oh yeah, fits past the door just right. So now that I got all this set up on the door, the last thing I need to do is put the catch on. And I'm hoping I don't have to do much fabrication with this. I'm hoping I can just install it and it'll work. But I want to make sure my door is flush with the trim here in the center. The door's a little warped, so it's going to stick out in the top a little bit and stick in on the bottom a little bit. So I don't have another person. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to nail this board to the trim. I'll climb in through the window and then I can push the door up against that and I'll know I'll be nice and flush right where my handle is. Hopefully you guys can see okay. Lighting in here is not the best, but essentially all I got to do is push that to the outside, slide my latch where I want it, and just mark where my holes are. All right, let's give the door a test. Ooh. I love it. I'm sure Caden's gonna love it too. That's awesome. I am really happy with how this door turned out. All right, well, I think the next thing we're gonna do, I think I'm gonna build a little threshold just to cover this up right here, make that look a little bit nicer. So essentially, we're just gonna take a scrap 1x, we're gonna make a few cuts and see what we can come up with. right, so here's what I came up with. I notched the back side so that this edge will fit down on the deck, and this edge will fit down on the floor here. And then I just beveled the two sides just so they're not sharp. Let's see how it fits and how it looks. Fits in there nice. I think that's going to work great. So with the door and the threshold done, I think we're going to try to tackle one more thing today. I want to at least get started on the railing for the porch, because I think that's going to make a huge visual difference as well. So I got a bunch of these spindles from when my parents rebuilt their decks up north. I went up there, scavenged them. So this is going to be a perfect opportunity to use them. The plan is just to line up the bottom of my spindle with the bottom of my board here, and then whatever the top is, the top is. I don't know what the proper code is for railings. That's just what we're gonna do. So now that I got my railings in place, I got to figure out the spacing for my spindles. I checked on the porch we have up at the house, and they're about 7 inches on center. So I'm going to try to mimic that as much as I can, but I want to try to get some nice even spacing. All right, so I spent a little bit of time. I think I got my spacing figured out. We're going to be about 7 3/8 on center to each of my spindles. I was debating about going tighter and putting an extra spindle in, but with the quality of these being salvage spindles, I wanted to make sure I had enough, so I'm going to go with a little bit wider spacing. I got a spacer cut. Let's put these things in. So we got our two side railings done. They're looking awesome. I can't wait to get this front railing done. But before I can put my board in and all my spindles, I got to get a post added right here. Let's get that in. So again, I don't have anybody to help hold this in place, and I got to screw this post in from the bottom. So I'm going to use this 2x2 here. I'm just going to screw it to the deck and then screw the post to the 2x2 to hold it in place until I get it screwed from underneath. The railing is done. It turned out awesome. I cannot wait for Cadence to come home from her little birthday party and see what I got done today, because it's changed quite a bit. We got the door with the new latch on it. We got the railing in. It's really bringing this playhouse together. Well, I think that's going to do it for this one. Just want to say thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.